talk about what vocal cords actually are. Vocal cords are composed of twin enfoldings of mucous membrane stretched horizontally across the larynx. The mucous membrane is a membrane lining all body passages that communicate with the air, such as the respiratory and the alimentary tracts, and having cells and associated glands that secrete mucus. The larynx is the part of the respiratory tract between the pharynx and the trachea, having walls of cartilage and muscle and containing the vocal cords enveloped in folds of mucus. They vibrate. Vocal cords produce long longitudinal waves. Vocal cords produce sound, and sound waves are longitudinal waves as well. Sound waves are mechanical and require a medium. A medium is any material that a wave travels through. It can be solid, liquid, gas, or plasma. Vocal cords are very similar and do the same things as sound waves. In a longitudinal wave, a wavelength is one complete set of compressions and one complete set of refractions. A compression is when the particles move closer together. A refraction is when particles move farther apart. The louder the sound from the vocal cords, the more compressions. Also, the louder it is, the more amplitude. The less amplitude, the more refractions. The quieter it is, the less amplitude and compressions. Amplitude is measured in decibels. Frequency and pitch are related. As the pitch increases, so does the frequency. As the pitch decreases, so does the frequency. Pitch is the highness or lowness of a sound. Frequency is the number of waves that pass a certain point into a given amount of time. Frequency is measured in hertz, or its unit of measurement, Hc. The more frequency, the more energy. Sound waves can be reflected. When they are reflected, it's called an echo. Sound waves echo best when they are being reflected off of smooth, hard surfaces. For example, yelling into a cave would reflect the sound off the smooth rock walls very well. Animals use echolocation to find objects. Some animals that use echolocation are bats and dolphins. They use high-pitched sounds that are emitted and their echoes interpret to determine the direction and distance of objects. The speed of sound is 345 meters per second. Therefore, animals can use echolocation effectively. All of this requires vocal cords. Lastly, there is such thing as forced vibration in sound waves and vocal cords. It's called resonance. It's when an object is induced and is forced to vibrate at its natural frequency. This means that in vocal cords, you can possibly sing different notes at different frequencies. It can help you sing clearly. Vocal lessons increase your ability to be able to hit notes and use vocal resonance to the best of your ability. All in all, resonance in vocal cords is something that can let you control what notes to sing and their pitch. To detect sound from vocal cords, first, the sound is collected in the outer ear and funnels to the eardrum. Then, it's taken to the middle ear and the eardrum vibrates. Finally, it gets to the inner ear and the cochlea transfers sound into nerve impulses to the brain. To summarize, vocal cords are twin enfoldings of mucous membrane stretched horizontally across the larynx and are longitudinal sound waves. They are mechanical and require a medium. When they get louder, the amplitude increases and there are more compressions, and loudness and amplitude is the volume of sound and depends on the energy of the sound wave. As the pitch increases, so does the frequency. The more frequency, the more energy.